Okay, today's piece is a choir piece by Mexican composer Victor Rasgado. It's called Ataviaos, and this is the score here. We haven't listened to a Victor Rasgado piece in a long time, but I have a lot of fond memories of getting to know his music on this channel. He's kind of like a cross between Franco Donatoni type like high modernism and like Carlos Chavez or like it's sort of very informed um by like Mexican uh I guess you could say concert music, like 20th century Mexican concert music. It's really informed by all of that, but I would compare him most closely to Donatoni, honestly, in terms of his style. Uh this might be a note about the premiere. So it seems to have been premiered in 1994. And then we have the text, which I could translate. I might as well. The duration is 5 minutes. We have a note here about the accidentals. Probably they they are like reapplied every note or something. And the textures. I was glancing at the score yesterday. The textures that you see in it are very similar to some of the choir textures in his opera Anacleto Morones. So you have like this solo versus group kind of texture, right? So solo line on its own, solo line with the group in some sort of chord. We have a pretty extensive tenor solo. Then you have like more independent lines, but it's still like ensemble versus soloist. Also, it's dedicated to Raymundo Sesma. Let's first look at the text here. I raise my drum high, I gather my friends, there they rejoice, I make them sing. We must go thus, remembering, be happy, O friends. Perhaps now, calmly, and so it must be there. But here the law of flowers reigns, but here the law of song reigns. Here on earth be happy, O friends adorned. Um, adorned being sort of a rough translation of the last word, Ataviaos. Um, yeah, so it's actually um, pretty positive, like sort of celebratory text. But then there's this question in the middle, which is more existential, like why are we here? Um, kind of interesting. As for the dedicatee here, let's look them up. Raymundo Sesma is visual artist of some kind, multidisciplinary Mexican artist. So this bio is very hard to extract any information from. It's basically just a list of awards, and I guess he does a mix of architecture and visual art, maybe some photography. Oh, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, but I guess in a sense, this is the kind of multimedia work he does. Definitely something that can inform the way you listen to this piece. I mean, this is a very striking work, even just viewing it digitally like this. His canvases seem pretty square, unless I'm just seeing them cropped. But no, I think he works in this sort of square format mostly, almost square. Here's a taller canvas. It's almost like two separate canvases. Okay, that's all I have to say to introduce this piece. It does look complicated on the page, but it's also at quarter equals 46, so it's very slow. Um, yeah, link to a recording is in the video description. Let's have a listen. Should be just 5 minutes. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I was really stimulated by this thing. It's really detailed and nice little score. I love some of these moments that pop out of the texture. And it's amazing what he's able to do just with like a drone and whatever he wants on top of that drone. Like, moment that really stuck out for me was like this Pero Aqui Pio Moso moment. It's just like a couple measures where the tenor holds this E and everybody's like almost like barking in this like a little contrapuntal thing. And then quickly the basses and then uh, mezzo sopranos, sopranos, everybody gets locked into the same drone, and then we like slide into this F. It's really cool. Um, Part of me wonders if there's like a larger pattern to these drones, like what the how the notes work. It starts on that E, then goes to B, then B flat, I guess. And there is a bit of a melody here at the start, which comes back a few times. It's pretty catchy, especially that rising tritone, I think. Yeah, this performance was interesting. It wasn't soloists like I thought it was going to be. It really did seem to be like a small choir, and they were pretty good with the pitches. Obviously, kind of like in the Beat Führer piece we looked at a few days ago, the more chromatic stuff gets a little bit lost, but they manage to lock in when it matters and it holds together. So, I mean, the pitch gets a little bit lost, but that's not always a bad thing. I mean, uh, it just makes you more aware that you're of the physicality of the medium, you know. So, yeah, that was adornments or whatever, Ataviaos.